Divine wisdom. It's not just another talk about wisdom. As the title suggests, this time the view is a little bit more spiritual. It even implies morality.
Yeah, wisdom in Proverbs so far appears as a big dilemma. Wisdom is a choice. What do you stand for? Living wisely is a choice, but it's a available choice. It's not a secret. It's not hard to see. It calls out in our mind all the time. And Proverbs chapter 8 says it calls on the highest point along the way, where the roads meet, at the gate that leads into the city. We cannot miss when it calls, when wisdom calls.
Isn't this a little bit strange? I'm used to look at wisdom as something that is good to have, good to search for, to build it, to ask for it. But here, wisdom is portrayed as something extremely active. She takes a stand, she appeals, cries out even, she judges at some point, and she testifies about the truth.
Since the fall in Eden, the ways of wisdom are battling their grounds. What does wisdom stand for? Wisdom stands for the truth. And Proverbs says it speaks what is true, walks in the way of righteousness and justice, but detests wickedness, detests pride and arrogance. And it cries out, "Choose me, not silver and gold. My fruit, my yield are better than fine gold and silver." There is such a strong appeal here for taking a side, the side of wisdom.
Chapter 8, verse 22. The Lord possessed me at the beginning of his way, before his works of old. And below, I was beside him as a master craftsman, and I was daily his delight. These are some beautiful texts, but the author goes a step further and analyzes the words possessed and beginning. His conclusion is that wisdom is part of the very nature of God himself. It's not something that we can build on our own.
The origin of wisdom comes from before the creation. God used wisdom when he established the life on earth. And it's in the fabric of all the creation that surrounds us. It is in the plenty and in the abundance, in the beauty and in the cohesion of everything that exists. So what are the odds that wisdom has outlived its importance in our life? What are the odds that it will pass and it is time for us to generate our own wisdom? None. Zero probability. There is so much certainty in something that originates even from before we existed on this planet. And really think about it. Don't we experience joy and feeling of life when we act wisely?
Divine wisdom. Okay, God has it, so it's divine. But even more, wisdom is so personified in this text, you can see and feel how much he cares about us, about the choices that we're going to make. It's amazing. You can't stand indifferent with wisdom. You have to perform an action and put an effort to be involved. Ultimately, we have two options: wisdom or folly. One would think that it's an easy choice to make, but is it?
Wisdom in Proverbs calls for a choice to be made. The choice is yours.